Hey guys, listen, it's your girl Shay coming through with another episode of All Me. Today is day 5 of my healing process, and I would like to be like, I feel like I'm the greatest person in the world. I feel like I overcame this and that, my feelings is, put in check and shit, come up here with a positive update. But in all honesty, I'm jumping right into it. I feel like shit. Okay, this healing is supposed to free me from the negative, the sadness, the downpour, everything, the failure. It's supposed to lift me up and bring me out a positive woman. I'm supposed to take all all the necessary measures to get to that point, like independent, and you know what I mean? Like, I'm supposed to be that bitch. Especially coming out of a fucked up situation, you feel me? And then coming up here and telling you guys about, my childhood history and stuff like that. I kind of feel like somebody threw a shot at me on Facebook, but it's all good because everybody's entitled to their opinion. You really don't know a person's story, so you really can't throw judgment at anybody. I don't give a damn. What you went through with your parents is what you went through, but what I went through with my parents is it's a little deep. And I could have went on and on and on and on, and I just was basically giving you the basics of my upbringing. I had a real fucked up childhood. Like I said, the things that I thought was normal wasn't. Like, I ain't supposed to be having no fucking crackhead. Not being funny. I love my fucking stepfather, but if you get what I'm saying, it's supposed to be positivity in your home. At least that's how you see it on TV. Married family, all that shit, food in the house, clean clothes, the whole 9 yards. I didn't have that, of course. And just going from where I came from and then going to where my father was at, it was a whole fucking wonder world. Fucking Princess Diana lived there. But you get what I'm saying. It was like a whole big old difference. I was living in the dungeon and then he was living in the fucking paradise and some shit. He had the glitz and the glam, and children then wasn't his. You know what I'm saying? It's just, everybody can say whatever the fuck they want to, but I still feel some type of way about that. But needless to say, I am moving past it because, again, my father is gone. Who can I talk to about that besides him? He's gone. I have to move on from it and live with the fact that, the resentment that I have, I need to dead that shit, put it in the water. And as far as the men coming into my life, I gotta really realize I do not need to be needy. I don't need to be naive and dumb to, a nigga just because he got not necessarily a penis, because I can really turn my own self on. If I'm attracted to you, and this is a whole sidebar, if I'm attracted to you, I'm gonna have dirty thoughts about you. We're fucking. Okay, we're fucking everywhere. We fucking at the job, we fucking everywhere. Okay, and then I can get my rocks off from there. So it's not about the dick; it's more about the emotions. Like if I can get my emotions intact and know that I'm a bomb ass bitch, bomb ass mother, all of that shit that plays as an independent woman empowerment. If I can get all that shit back in track, when it comes to a man for me is more like, what you need me to do? You know what I mean? I ain't never had that shit. I ain't never had that shit. Never had that shit. And honestly, and if I must say, because I did say I was gonna stop talking about my kid's father, but if I have to bring him up, he did have good qualities. But when you go through so much with that person, a lot of the negative outweighed the good part. So when I was in my vulnerable stages, I'm missing the good part and forgetting all the bad part. If you get what I'm saying, I'm stuck. Why the fuck I go back? What the fuck is going on with me? No, stop We're gonna rewind. How did you get here? What took place? It's like a whole child in here. Like, I just want to hug. If that makes sense. I don't know, but I'm past that hugging part. Like, right now, the topic is the L in the I, because I'm combining them two together, is loneliness and isolation. Okay? Loneliness and isolation. Loneliness is because of what I felt. Like, I really felt really like alone in a lot of situations, especially during this time. Like, when I go through shit, I go through everything alone. And a lot of people can relate to this right now. Right fucking now. A lot of people's going through financial problems. They're facing eviction. Their lights and shit about to get cut off. I thought, like, in the wintertime, they threaten you with that shit, but they don't really cut your shit off. I thought you have until April 15th to pay all your bills. I don't fucking know. I did have a shut off notice. Thankfully, I worked it out with them, and I'm on this little budget thing. So they kind of like push my bill back, and I just pay a portion every month. But once I get my taxes, I'm paying all that shit. I'm just saying. Coming up here, I just really felt hard. And starting from scratch, it's like, oh boy, here we go again. So now I'm like, a lot of people can really fit my shoes. Like, they can fill in my shoes. Like, they know exactly where I'm coming from, especially when it comes to the emotions and that mental thought and all of that shit. Like, everything, especially as a woman, like, you understand. It's almost like going through postpartum depression again, because I had it with my firstborn. It's like going through that shit again. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like the feeling of stressing and being depressed. Stressing is one thing, because that's like when my anxiety kick in. I kind of like when my anxiety kick in, because I be on that shit. Like, oh, I'm going to do this, you know what I mean? Got to get this done, blah, 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 But when I'm depressed, now these are real topics right here. And that's why I chose to do loneliness and isolation, because they go hand in hand. When I am depressed, and a lot of people that's listening right now that know me don't even know this right now, I ball up in my bed. And if you see me ever recording with me in the bed laying down, which I gotta start getting used to getting up and just walking around, it's just like, it's a normal thing for me now. Like, I'm so used to when I'm depressed, I'm in the bed laying down. Not saying I don't eat, because shit, I gain weight, honey. I eat. It's in all my videos on Instagram. You see me gaining weight up and down, which is not good for my heart, but like, you see the shit. But when I'm depressed, that depression is no good. And I think at this point in time, I need to see a therapist turned psychiatrist, because I need some one-on-one sessions. I need to get to the root of this shit. I don't know if I need to see a shrink. I ain't never seen a shrink before, but I think I need to see a therapist while I'm up here. Take advantage of it, get me fully healed, cleansed, and all that shit. Doing another 7 day, and I might do another fucking 7 day, another 7 day, and then makes it 28 days. Whatever it comes, to play, however I feel. Whatever I need to do, I'm going to take it, because I need to, I need to heal in order for me to put my business out there. I can't have no flaky ass business going on. But back to like talking about the depression, because I'm kind of like trying to push past it, because somebody might be listening right now that's going through some depression, and I need you to hear this all the way through. When I'm going through my depression stages, I don't want to be a mother. And that's painful, because me being a single mom and all of that, like, it's real painful, because I put a lot of pressure on my girls. It got to the point where my oldest, she don't live. Let's be real. She got tired, and I went through a lot of stages when I was in Pennsylvania. A lot of stages. So a lot of crying spells, a lot of just why this, why, I hid myself in a room, and this is where isolation come from. I hid myself in the room, and it's dark. Nothing on, not even a fucking TV, phone in my hand. I mean, I'm functional where I can scroll and probably laugh for like a hot second. You know, I have that in my brain where I can like see humor and still laugh at it, you know. But I'm still in the bed. I see workout videos. I see women that's going through almost the same shit to talk about their depression or whatever. And I'm like, I gotta get up. And I'm like, I gotta listen to some gospel music. I gotta find something that'll get me up out of this space and shit like that. I be done talk to somebody, like my sister's friends, and she's a voice. Like, if I don't know if she wants to do that, but like, ever need somebody to talk to, she is the person to talk to, honey. She'll get you out of that bed. But sometimes when I don't feel like even talking to her, I just want to be in that mode, that just slump in the bed, just numb as hell. That's the next one. But I don't want to fucking do shit, is what I mean. Like, I don't even want to fucking get up to go to work, but I know I have to. You know, I felt like unaccomplished. Like, I feel like I'm a loser. Like, I feel like during those times, I feel like, what is my purpose? You know, besides my kids, especially that little one, they saved me so many times. Like, and this is getting deeper, and I'm going to have this topic on another note, on another day, because I got some shit to tell you. Seriously, postpartum depression is real. But anyway, they saved me so many times. You know what I mean? Like, because when you get in that deep ass depression, you be like, what is your purpose here? Like, you start thinking about all the things. Like, okay, if you just let yourself go and delete yourself from the world, like, what would your children do? Will they be okay? You know what I mean? Like, who would take care of them? And I always had that in the back of my mind. Like, who would take care of my kids? If something happened to me, what the fuck? Like, who takes the place of me? I know I tried my best and put it all out there on the line. Who does it better than I do? You know? I mean, I know there's foster care. That's probably like, you know, because they're getting paid for the shit. So they're going to make sure they're in the program and all of that shit. Make sure they're fucking fed and stuff like that. But as a mother, you know, you just instantly start thinking about, like, well, who's going to take my kids in case they don't go to foster care and stuff like that? You know, going to their father, that's a dead ass no. Hell no. Hell fucking no. Not permanently. Hell no. You know, because you already know what's the circumstances. What the fuck? Nah. So it's like they saved me so many times from going the extra mile. You know what I mean? Like, taking that route, because you get tired. You're fucking exhausted. Like, for instance, I'm exhausted right now, but not to that point where I was. Like, I got a whole life ahead of me. God been blessing me left and fucking right. I know I'm going through some failures right now, falling down right now, but I take it as God is just preparing me to do and be better and receive much greater. Because it always be like that. I just hate these moments. I hate it. And the biggest fear I have is like making it to the top when I, you know, get that millions of dollars of my product, you feel me? And all the other stuff that I'm into. My biggest fear is one wrong move, everything's crumbles down, and I'm right back at the same fucking spot I came from. That's a big ass fucking fall. What would I do then? Am I ready for that kind of shit? I know what it's like, you know, coming up from the hood and all of that stuff. I know those tacticals and stuff, but is my mind ready for that type of shit? So when I'm in my like depressed mode and stuff like that, I'm really hurting, because who can I call besides my stepsister? Okay, like I said, I have my days when I don't want to talk to her at all. Like, I can go weeks without talking to her at all, and she'll understand. But the shit call me or text me like, you've been MIA too long now. You know what I mean? Then this is my stepsister that my father raised. So like I said, if you ever listen to my other podcasts, we didn't really grow up with each other like that. So when she had left, like, we didn't have a bond until later. You know, it's the twins. We're close in age, and a lot has happened. A lot of telling on each other and all of that bull crap and spoiling and things that way. That's why we don't have that close ass connection. I don't hate them at all, you know, I do care about them, and I know they care about me. It's just that we just don't have that. And they all the same damn sign, Aries. Like, I love Aries. My daughter's an Aries. I'm really close with the Aries. The only problem I have with Aries is that they always feel, I don't know, I feel like they selfish. I ain't gonna hold, like, I feel like they fucking selfish. I feel like, because my daughter is a straight up true Aries. Like, she's always doing these little petty little plots and twists and stuff like that, just so it benefits her. I don't like. I don't like that about her. And there's a few other Aries that I ran across over my time, especially in Pennsylvania, that they always felt like they had to have the attention and or whatever. Didn't have the nerve to feel like I was better than them. How the fuck I'm the one that's struggling? You got a mate that's working 2 jobs, bringing in extra income. You got a business. Y'all got foster children, and y'all, that's more money. Like, are you kidding me? How the fuck I feel like I'm better than y'all? Like, I'm the one that got to drive out here, do Uber and Lyft just to make sure I got my cable paid. My car insurance paid. Like, the car keep breaking down. Now, who gonna take the place of that? Because my kids' schedule is all fucked up, like all over the fucking place. Like, I don't have nobody to watch them on the 24/7. No, if I was decided to go a week, like, I don't like it. It's funny. I know I just went sidetracked, but that's one issue I have when it comes to Aries. But I love Aries, so I really do, because we can really have that close connection. We can talk and stuff like that, long as they don't try to be too much in my business and try to stop me from what I'm fucking doing, just so I can tend to what the fuck they're got going on, because they're not gonna come back and get my ass. They're gonna just keep moving forward. But anyway, I don't know where I left off at, but just go back to depression. I'm over it. Okay? I'm over it. Okay? I'm over the crying spells. I'm over just sitting in the bed. I'm over them fucking tempting thoughts. I'm over the overeating and overthinking, the fucking avoidance and shit. Just avoiding people who I know can get me out of it. Like, I have my kid's godmother. She's not really the godmother, but she is the kid's siblings' godparent, and she'll like call me here and there or whatever. We had to build a close connection, and she honestly reminded me of my mother, which is very triggering, because when she reminds me of my mom's a lot, I kind of like have this thought like, damn, my mother's in there somewhere, you know what I mean? Like, she's reincarnated. But then when she started turning that Aquarius eye on and start lying about the dumbest shit, and bigging herself up to make it seem like she's kind of like a certain kind of way when she's not. That shit just wakes me up like, okay, yeah, it's not my mother name there. It's just that she has so many similarities. So many. Goddamn, the height, the smell, not being funny. Everything, like her condition that she has going on, like, that's something that my mother died for, by the way. But like, everything about her, just everything, just remind me of her favorite color, the things she liked to eat, everything. And it's very triggering when she says certain things to me. Like, for instance, we had a breakdown. We cried for like 3 hours on and off. And we was talking about, children or whatever. Like, she wants kids, and I said I always want a mother. Like, how she remind me of my mom, so whatever. And we got that connection and stuff. I'm supposed to be like her daughter. Next thing you know, she tells me that she wants kids of her own, as if we never had this conversation. That's a trigger. I don't like that shit. And she keep doing it. But anyway, she's one of the people I normally talk to too, that that get me out of this depression state, because she prays a lot. She talks about God a lot. She's the one who got me into Stephen Furtick. And he's a real dope pastor if y'all ever want to watch him. He comes on every Sunday faithfully. He has a choir, what you want to call them, a band called Elevation Worship. They are fucking dope. I'm sorry, Lord, but they are fucking dope. But yeah, every Sunday, Elevation Church with Elevation Worship, they're awesome. He's down to earth. He wears street clothes. He's pretty much like us. He tells his family stories all the time to relate to us. It's like he's not like a fake person, like trying to portray something that he's not. He's real, man. He's dope. Anyway, I've just been avoiding her because, like, I could be going through some things and then, like, she's seemingly, like, she act like she understands sometimes, but then she'll kind of cut me off in the middle of me talking about my good news or whatever, just to talk about something else. And it's like, that's draining. So I've been avoiding her ass. Okay, I've been avoiding her, and I've been avoiding other people as well. I just don't want anybody in my business like that, even though I'm right here on a podcast, right here on Facebook. This is me on the podcast. Nobody's talking to me on the podcast. Me on Facebook, lately, ain't nobody been talking to me on Facebook either. So I feel like I'm just putting it out there as like a lock and key kind of thing. Like I'm just releasing all of this shit that I'm going through out there to the world for someone to relate to, maybe one day have questions or whatever, you know what I mean? And I may inspire them or whatever you want to call it. And it's just like, it's gone. Cause like I said, it's not like I'm live, like I'm on Instagram live, Facebook live, and there's questions just popping up where I might start stumbling. I ain't gonna hold you. I might even cut that motherfucker off because I ain't get there yet. I ain't get to the point where I'm interviewing people yet. I don't know. I'm a people person, but I'm not a people person. Can that be? Is that like a what is that? Introvert, extrovert, or some shit? I don't fucking know. I'm all over today. Anyway, today is day 5, so it's isolation, and I'm supposed to be isolating myself to meditate or whatever, but my kids did not leave for the weekend, which is kind of questionable because after the whole let's co-parent kind of comment I had made, and he got all pissed off and stuff with some of the kids' father. He's just been MIA, like texting, calling, all of that. He's been MIA, and I've been like, okay, so your other baby mother's over there. You know, my head started thinking like that, like, oh, she's over there. Oh, damn, y'all couldn't wait, huh? Like that type of stuff. It's like, I shouldn't even be thinking about that. I shouldn't even be giving a fuck, first of all, because I made it very clear, like, even if she wasn't around, what could he really do for me? And I'm not trying to clown him, but I don't reach a certain level in my life, being that I know I'm feeling and going through some shit right now. I could pick myself back up. If he was to go through it, he wouldn't know what to do. It's a big ass difference. So I'm like, I should be on some, happy mode, independent mode or whatever. But I get a call today, well, yesterday technically, and they said that she was over there, just stayed the night. And I'm like, damn, sleeping in the same bed? What the fuck? Like, this nigga just don't quit. Like, he just don't quit. So that was on my mind all day. Then I wake up, my car going, baby, bye. I'm like, yo, the devil is really trying to steal my spirit, baby. Like, he's really trying to get me to go there, and I'm not. I'm never doing that. I'm never breaking to that point where I'm going to entertain my fucking thoughts. Fuck that. That never, not happening. I'm going to say ever again, because I have attempted twice on my younger days, okay? But I would never fucking do that shit again. My kids save me every time. My biggest fear, though, is, like I said, getting rich and making it to the top and then falling, and then my kids is out the house. What would be my excuse then? Like, they saving me now, but I'm gonna have a bunch of dogs in the fucking house, and my dog is saving me. Then dogs only got like 15, 16 years and shit. I'm gonna have to get a dog every 7 years just to make sure that I have an excuse to be like, nah, this ain't the day. This ain't the day that this is happening. So that's why I need a therapist, or psychiatrist, sorry, to help with the way I'm thinking. Because I don't want to think I'm crazy and anything like that. I'm entitled to feel how I feel because I went through a lot. And this ain't even fucking the half. This is just a pinch. Like, I have an episode where I express what happened from October all the way to now, but it's more details to it, and then some from before I even came. Like, do you understand how my anxiety level is? Like, for instance, with my landlord, like where we was living in a nice duplex. However, the flooring wasn't properly done, and there was holes in the floor. Not big ass holes, but you could see down the basement. For some apparent reason, he did not put a second layer of fucking wood or whatever it's supposed to be there to block it. No sheetrock or whatever. You can hear the entire conversation. And from the first floor, in the basement, of course. And for some apparent reason, on the second floor's bathroom that we had, you can hear that whole conversation, like clear as day. If you go in the laundry room, like I don't understand, I don't know how, but you can hear the second floor. Wait, no, it's the basement, the first, second. Yeah, the second floor. Like, are you serious? How? I don't know. So a lot of shit that I was saying in that house, he heard and would text me about it. Like, what are you doing sitting down there in the basement listening to my conversation? So I got a camera down there. He fucking broke my camera, saying I'm not supposed to have a camera down there. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, do you know the paranoia I had? Like, wondering if he was downstairs listening to shit. Wondering if he was like that creepy. I had locks all over my fucking house just to make sure that he didn't get in my house. There was no reason for you to come upstairs. And when I had a conversation, I had to turn the music up. And my anxiety was real bad. I had to take antidepressants. So from that, coming to here and losing an ex-boyfriend that I loved, like everything was happening. Now my car being repo. It's like, what the fuck? Yo, a weak-minded motherfucker? Yeah. Yeah, because it's even more shit with the landlord. Because I lived with that house for 3 years. He was treating me like shit. Okay, treating me like shit. And I don't want to be racist. He was a Jew, whatever. It was more shit to it. You know what I mean? Pressing me to text him back and all kinds of shit. I had COVID I had COVID like 3 times. Good Lord, but. That one time I had COVID, he was really negative. Like, oh, come on. Like I'm gonna have to take you to court. Like, as if I'm repeatedly, you know what I mean? Like what the fuck is you talking about? Like, first of all, I know my fucking rights. You got me fucked up. You got the right fucking tenant, first of all, because I go toe to toe with your ass. But that day, I was like scared as shit because he was texting me. It was the way he was texting me, like a whole demon came out of his fucking body and just started texting me or whatever. Like, what the fuck? Yo, are you serious? I'm telling him, when I am clear, I'm able to go back to work. I'll pay the rent, yada, yada, yada. Mind you, I'm on Section 8, so my portion wasn't even that much. So it's like, you can't hold out for like a couple of $100. Like, it was just the way he was. Because I was supposed to have moved that year. And ever since I moved, I was attempting to move that first time. He just been treating me like shit. I couldn't even move that first year. I had to move last year in October. We was late with it at that. Baby, that landlord conversation is a whole nother thing. Anyway, I only have 30 minutes on here. So, like I said, getting back to the topic, loneliness and isolation goes hand in hand. Because loneliness is what I fucking felt. And this whole process, and isolation is what I'm going to take today. I'm going to separate myself from the world, and I'm going to meditate as much as I can while the kids is here. And I'm going to recuperate and drink some tea, and I'm going to pray, and I'm going to do the things that I need to do properly today. So in the midst of that, if you're listening, shoot me a holla. My name is Shay Crypto Williams on Facebook, or you can follow me on Janet Williams on my other page. I also have tons of Instagram. If you see anything that says Shay World, that's me. Any of them. I have a business page as well, the Shay World. Joanne's_kitchens, that's also me too. So follow me there if you would like to. If you have any questions, just feel free to do so. I might have a poll. I don't know. Either way it goes. Like, comment, share, even do the poll. I'll holla at you next time. Until then, please keep your mental health together. Like, for real, it's very important that we get our mental health together. Take a mental break from work if you need to. You need a day to yourself. Enjoy life.